What's good, everybody? JV Lewis back at y'all with another video. Subscribe to my channel, hit the like button. Any videos y'all want me to react to, hit me up. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat to start us out at JV Lewis 77. I started a Patreon at JV Lewis, and hit the notification button so you can be alerted when I post new videos. Now, this isn't a reaction video. This is a prediction video for WWE Clash of Champions. Now, for the longest, I was saying Night of Champions because I know it was like Night of Champions back in the day. And y'all was like, yeah, but this year is Clash of Champions. So, all right, here we go. So, the build up, every title is on the line. Good. Like to see the titles on the line more often, but no excuses. Everybody's title is specifically on the line. Now, I don't see too many titles changing hands. I know some of y'all figure that it's going to be a few, like some of y'all even said that y'all think half the title's going to change hands. And you know, with this supposed draft coming up in October, you know, SmackDown going to Fox, so a lot of things going to happen. And I just hope that whatever happens, that both brands are exclusive. No more wildcard BS. So let's go ahead and get into these predictions. First match, Cruiserweight Championship. Champ Drew Gulak versus Alberto Carrillo versus Lince Dorado. Now, Lince Dorado and Alberto are damn good wrestlers. You know, a lot of people really don't watch 205 Live, so they probably don't know about these cats. And Drew Gulak is a beast. Now, I picked Drew Gulak to retain. I think for somebody to beat him, it's going to be somebody a little more like known-wise, or, I mean, right now I can't think of who that will be, but I think somebody is going to be built up to beat him, you know, or maybe it's somebody who's a former champion. But I think Alberto, I think he definitely will be a cruiserweight champion down the line. He is really good. Lince is nobody to sleep on, but Drew Gulak will retain, and he will continue to march on. So, but I think Drew going to be holding this title for a nice little while. Now, moving on to the United States Championship, AJ Styles versus Cedric Alexander. AJ is AJ, one of the best wrestlers in the world. His transition to WWE has been pretty damn good. You know, his run has been a lot better than what I thought, and I'm glad that it's going the way it's going. You know, champions and stuff like that. Now, eventually, I want to see him win the Universal Championship, and I think he'll be on his way to that after this match, because I'm picking Cedric Alexander to win. For whatever reason, him and the OC decide to bully Cedric, you know, and Cedric, you know, pinned AJ, and now Cedric is getting a match. I want Cedric to win this. I think this will be, because Cedric's been on fire lately, man. A lot of people saying that, yo, Paul Heyman sees something in Cedric, so, man, this would be a good, man, not a peak, but him taking that next step. Like I said, obviously, you know, you're going to have the good brothers, you know what I'm saying, getting involved. Cedric going to need somebody, some backup, or maybe it could be something where they get thrown out the match and Cedric go ahead and beat AJ. And like I said, AJ loses because AJ keeps trying to place himself in the Universal title picture. And so I think AJ will turn his sights towards that. And then Cedric can have a nice little run with the United States Championship. Moving on. Shinsuke Nakamura versus The Miz. Now, here's my problem. I think The Miz, I'm going to pick The Miz to win. I've seen some rumor about they want Miz to have as many title reigns as Jericho, because they want to kind of wipe Jericho, you know what I'm saying, from the record books, you know, like they did CM Punk, like they did AJ, so on and so forth. But my problem is not I got a problem with The Miz winning. My problem is Shinsuke. My problem is this is the second time that Shinsuke has had a title, and we've either barely seen him, and the reign has been like, it's like Shinsuke has taken a backseat. We've barely seen him as a champion. Now, he's been on lately because of this thing with him and Sammy, you know. So, it's been good, but I think, man, Shinsuke has been done an injustice. I think this dude should be, like, up there, you know. I would hope that Shinsuke lose. This would make him, shoot him to the top, have him in the heavyweight title picture. I think that's where he needs to go, but he has to be consistently on TV. And I don't understand like the booking and having this man be a champion. It was like Oscar when she was like women's champion. You barely saw her. Don't make no damn sense. Now I know some people out there that feel that, Shinsuke should be a novelty actor. He should be somebody that's just here and there, kind of like how everybody want the Fiend to be. Just show up here and there so we don't get tired of you. We don't get too much too soon. But I don't know, man. I just think Shinsuke should be out there. But like I say, I'm going to pick The Miz to win. Now I know what y'all thinking. Now I said that I don't see too many titles changing hands, and already I got 2 titles changing hands. So just hear me out. Moving on. The New Day, Big E and Xavier Woods versus The Revival. Now The Revival has teamed up with Randy Orton, and it has been good. And they just been punishing the New Day. Xavier's been out. They've been beating up Biggie. I mean, it's like we haven't even seen these cats on TV. But I think the New Day is going to retain. Because, see, here's the thing. The Revival are Raw superstars, but they on SmackDown because WWE can't seem to get their tag team division right on both brands, which is a damn shame. So, it's like, come on now. If we go, like I say, if the Revival was fully on SmackDown, then I'd be like, okay, then I would pick the Revival. But I'm going to pick the New Day because the Revival has been getting over for so long. Unless Randy decides to get involved or something, but then I think the New Day will retain, and I think they will hold on to the belts until WWE get this fucking tag team division straight, and then we can finally establish some teams. Because you got, despite what people feel about AOP been back for a long time, and we only seen these cats once since then, and that was in a backstage segment, So, now speaking of tag team divisions that need some work, we have Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. I got Alexa and Nikki retaining for the simple fact that Alexa is right next to Charlotte as the Golden Girl, as the one that they love so much. And it's not that Alexa is bad, but it's kind of like you're kind of forcing her. Because it's like, well, if anybody else had the tag team titles, would the tag team titles be featured as more as it has been? Because when the Iconics had it, it was like, where they at? Hell, we just had to see Iconics in funny backstage segments more than in the damn ring defending the belts. Mandy and Sonya, eventually they'll get it. Not yet. I really think Sonya should be going for the SmackDown Women's title. I think she's way better than Mandy. I like her way better than Mandy. Sonya's more than like just a look. You know what I mean? Sonya can really get down, and I think she should be going for like the title at some point. Like I say, her and Mandy, do not break them up. Do not break them up because they are a good team. I will admit that. So keep them together. Let them keep pushing. And eventually, maybe, like I said, let's get this division. Let's get established teams. Then we can go from there. Now, here we are with the tag team titles again. Seth and Braun versus Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. Now, I said a while back that Dolph and Roode will win. And I'm still going to hold true to that. I think they will win because it was like, it really served no purpose of putting the belts on Braun and Seth. Like I said, it does cause an interesting dynamic because they've got to fight later on, for the Universal title. But I definitely think they dropping the titles to Dolph and Robert Roode. And there you have it. And then that'll probably lead to some frustration, which will lead to the match later on. Now, moving on to the SmackDown Women's Championship, Bayley versus Charlotte Flair. Now, this is going to be interesting. Let me just say straight off from the back, Bayley is retaining. You got Bayley going heel. I know some people say she's not fully heel, but Bayley is trying to play both sides of the fence. And I think that her tactics, her now new dirty tactics, will put her over Charlotte. Charlotte is going to be Charlotte. I will say that Charlotte is definitely the best women wrestler in WWE, but people are kind of tired of her. We want to see her, but we don't want to see her with titles. She's at the point where she doesn't need titles. She can just put on good matches. She can win the majority of them. But I think that I don't think it's going to be no interference or anything because Sasha and Bayley, they are a team. Becky and Charlotte, man, it's kind of like, I don't like you, I don't like you. I don't think they would come to each other's defense. So I think that Bailey will retain. It would be some underhanded, something out of character for Bailey, you know, and I'll just leave it at that. Now moving on to Rowan versus Roman Reigns, no disqualification match. Now, clearly, obviously, Roman's going to win. Um, I think just to go ahead. Well, now I won't say they won't end the story because this is why I will say it will end it, because I think that Daniel Bryan is in on the scheme. I think that Daniel Bryan's going to come out, and you think he's going to go not really to help Roman, but to go to take out Roman for what he did to him. And I think that it's going to be a swerve, and both these fools going to tag Roman Reigns, and it's going to be on some, yeah, Austin, it was me all along, on some Vince McMahon shit. I think Daniel Bryan going to be like, yeah, I was in on it from the start. We put a little swerve on you, Roman. Now it's really on for your ass. That's what I think is going to happen. Roman's going to win, but he's going to get his ass whooped at the end of it, because Daniel Bryan going to pull the okie doke, team up with Roman again, and they're going to beat the hell out of Roman. So that's how that's going to turn out. And everybody's wondering, is Luke Harper going to get involved at some point? I think, yeah. And then Roman's going to need some allies after that, because, man, Luke Harper should have been involved in this. Moving on to the big one. Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton. You already know where I'm going. Kofi needs this win. I don't care what any of y'all say. Y'all entitled to y'all opinion. I've enjoyed Kofi's title reign. You know, Kofi gets serious when he needs to. He's still being himself. He gets serious when it's time to turn up. And he's had to turn up against Randy because Randy has been fucking him up. Randy has been getting in his head. Typical Randy Orton, which is the best Randy Orton. And Kofi got a little bit on him, you know, on last SmackDown. I don't want no fucking DQs. I want Kofi to beat this cat. Beat him. He needs this victory, because if Orton wins, I am going to be pissed. I'll fuck around and start watching the fucking pay-per-view if that shit happened. I'll be so fucking upset. I would be so upset. Because it's funny, because when Kofi was going against Samoa Joe, if Joe would have won, I would have been completely cool with it, because I think Joe deserved that shit. I would have had no problem with Joe. Randy win? Really? I know it's been a while for Randy, but Randy don't need the belt, though. He's like Charlotte. Randy is just good. He don't need the belt. He could just be terrorizing people and their families. You know? Like I said, Kofi's going to win, and then we'll go from there, and then it may eventually get to what everybody thought from the beginning. Brock's going to show up at some point, and he's going to fuck Kofi up, take the belt before, like probably when everything, probably the first show on Fox or something like that, and then Brock going to hold the belt hostage like he always does. Yeah. Some bullshit. But anyway, moving on. Raw Women's Championship, Becky Lynch against Sasha Banks. Once again, thank you, Sasha, for returning. You brought some fucking energy to the damn women's division. Becky has still been good, but this is what Becky needed, a real challenger, somebody to push her. Man, I'm just, like I say, from seeing my top 10 videos, I'm so fucking happy Sasha's back. She's been well missed. She's been very much needed. The only thing that would make this better is if Naomi come back. I don't know what's going on. I just hope everything cool and she can get back soon. But obviously I'm going to pick Sasha to win. I want Sasha to win. And her and Becky, they can have it out for the next 3-4 months. You know, people be like, man, we need Ronda back. No, the fuck we don't. This could go on, especially with Bayley. You know, like I said, I guess Bayley could come and interfere. She could do that. Like I said, I don't see Charlotte helping Becky. You know, it's pretty crazy. But the only reason I would say Becky would win, because you know she's promoting the video game, and you would think that you would want the belt on her, or maybe it could be something where, I don't know, man. They play hot potato. Like, you remember how Charlotte and Sasha used to play hot potato with the Raw Women's Championship? You know, maybe that could be something they go on with her. But I would love for Sasha to win. Oh, I'm going to pick Sasha to win. But I know most people feel that Sasha is going to be the one to beat Becky, but it just won't be yet. So, all right. Moving on. Wait a minute. The King of the Ring finals, I think is. I don't see it, but let's be fucking real. Baron Corbin winning this shit. People said that from the get go. We gonna see King Corbin, and people have asked me like, "Hey man, is Baron Corbin gonna be somebody like The Miz for me?" Which that means is that for the longest time I did not like The Miz. I was not a fan of anything he did. I couldn't stand the dude, and eventually over time The Miz started to grow on me because it's like no matter how much you don't like somebody, if they do some cool shit, whether it's promos, wrestling, whatever, you got to give them their props, and that's the type of guy I am. I mean, I like your ass, but I'd be like, you know what? Yo, that was good right there. I likes that. I likes that right there. So somebody said, is Baron Corbin going to be somebody like that for you right now? Hell nah. Hell nah. If it does happen, it's going to be a long time from now. No. Like I said, man, it's in the bag. Now, I will say he has been way better. Definitely. That Constable Corbin stuff, King Hater, you know. Like I say, I'm happy for Chad Gable. This is unexpected. This came out of nowhere. But Corbin gonna win this, man. Corbin gonna win it. So, moving on finally to Seth Rollins versus Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship. Braun has went against Brock at least, 3-4 times for the Universal title and has lost every single match. I will keep saying it. They Rybacked Braun Strowman, where you wouldn't have so many title shots and you lose and you got nowhere to go. And matter of fact, the Tag Team Championships is the only belt Braun has fucking won. Now people would think this is it. This is unless Braun goes heel, then okay. Okay. Two scenarios. Braun goes heel, fucks Seth up and he wins. Or two, The Fiend gets involved. The Fiend gets involved and nobody wins this shit. It could be that. It could just end on a DQ. The Fiend interferes. He fucked both of them up and it could be just that. What y'all think about that? Am I reaching? Am I reaching? Either Braun goes heel and he wins, or The Fiend interferes and just fucks everything. Matter of fact, I'm going to go with that. It's not going to be, like I say, Seth's going to keep the belt, and then it's probably going to actually be some Hell in the Cell, triple threat shit or something like that. The Fiend's going to interfere. It's going to be a DQ. Seth's going to retain, and The Fiend is going to fuck both Braun and Seth up. Okay, so let me know, am I reaching? Because like I say, only way I see Braun winning this if he goes heel. He just completely goes heel. Other than that, Seth's going to retain. But like I say, I'm going to go with The Fiend's going to interfere, and he going to fuck both of them up. And then that's going to lead to some Hell in the Cell, triple threat stuff, shit, something like that. So, all right, let's recap. Drew Gulak will retain the Cruiserweight Championship. Cedric Alexander will beat AJ Styles for the U.S. Championship. The Miz will beat Nakamura for the Intercontinental Championship. The Big E and Xavier will retain the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross will retain the Women's Tag Team Championships. Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode will beat Braun and Seth and become the new Raw Tag Team Championships. Bayley will retain her match. Roman will beat Eric Rowan, but Danny Bryan's going to get involved, and they both going to fuck Roman up afterwards. Kofi will retain against Randy Orton. Baron Corbin will win King of the Ring. I got Sasha Banks beating Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's title, and I have the Universal Championship of no contest because The Fiend's going to get involved and he's going to beat the hell out of Seth and Braun. So, all right, y'all. So, there y'all have it. So, give me y'all predictions. Let me know what y'all think about all this. And, all right. So, we'll see tomorrow how all this shakes down. So, With that being said, subscribe to my channel, hit the like button. JV Lewis. Y'all be safe out here. Catch y'all on the rebound. Check out the Patreon. Hit the notification button. And I'll see y'all good people next video. Peace.